The following segment is sponsored by Any Hour Services.
I am here with Mike from Any Hour Services. Now, Mike, it's cold. We're in Utah, and what's nice is we have the option of space heaters to warm up our homes. But are they safe? What do we need to know?
Space heaters are a great option if you're needing to add a little bit of heat in some areas where you're just a little bit cool, as long as you're using them the way that they were intended. So there's a few rules that I have because space heaters can be dangerous. There's definitely a fire hazard there if you don't watch out for a few things. So the two most popular kinds of space heaters, you've got propane and electric. We're going to spend most of our time on electric because I feel like that's where probably the biggest fire hazard is. With propane heaters, the three things that you want to remember: number one, make sure it's labeled that it's safe for indoor use. Number two, make sure that it's in a well-ventilated room, so not a super tight room that doesn't have any airflow. And then number three, make sure you have a carbon monoxide detector in the room that has fresh batteries. You can pick up a cheap one at the box store and plug it into the wall, or it's battery operated. You're safe with that.
That's a good point. Okay.
Now, with electric heaters, there's a few things that you want to remember. Number one, you always want to plug these things directly into the wall.
Interesting. Don't use an extension cord.
It's not recommended to use the extension cord. And the reason is because the danger with this is that electricity causes heat whenever a lot of it is going over a wire. Wire is measured in different sizes. There's usually a number, a gauge. So you've got 12 gauge wire all the way down to a 16 gauge wire. If you go to the dollar store and just grab a $1 extension cord, the reason that costs less than a $40 extension cord is they use a whole lot less copper.
It's not going to be that good. Okay.
Well, it'll work for some things, but space heaters, they pull a lot of electricity, and so you're going to be pulling anywhere from 750 to 1500 watts. 1500 is probably the most common, and if you're not sure, it should be labeled on the box how much power it's pulling, but if you're not sure, you should be able to look on the bottom. There should be a nameplate where you can see that it's pulling 1500 watts. So if you think about it, this is like a microwave. Or, you know, a really powerful hair dryer because it's creating a lot of heat. Now, the thing that you want to pay attention to when this thing is running, now, when you feel these, feel this, and then feel that, and tell me what the difference is.
Okay, so we've got this one plugged into ooh, that's warm, Mike.
That's really hot, right?
Warm, yeah.
Noticeable.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Not warm.
Okay, so what we've got here, I did this for demonstration purposes. Obviously, we tell you not to plug this into an extension cord, and I wanted to show you why. So this is actually a really big, it's a 12 gauge extension cord. Most people are not going to have these inside the house. If I shoot temperature on that, you can see it's about room temperature. Okay. Now this is actually the cord that comes off of the space heater. It is also rated to handle the electricity. You can see also a little bit warmer than room temperature, but
not like this.
Not like that. This is actually a 16 gauge extension cord. This one is an 18 gauge extension cord. So when we shoot that, all of a sudden you got up over 100 degrees on that thing.
I can see why you're saying that's dangerous.
Right, and before we even shot the temperature, you could actually even tell just from touching it. So if you're not sure, go around and just feel the extension cord. And if it feels warm to the touch, take it out and get a better extension cord.
Okay, these are awesome tips. Thank you so much, Mike, for keeping us warm and safe this season. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Any Hour Services can help you with any of your heating, cooling, electrical, and plumbing needs. Please visit anyhourservices.com.